like this. You can also arrange this one in order to make your image on the top. If you want to delete one of the images, you just have to click this remove image, this minus sign or dash sign, and you just have to click this create button. Okay, as simple as that. So this is now your multiple images. So we can also resize this one. Let us just resize by clicking the lower right corner of your image. Okay. Now, if you want to preview the imported image when you're Katobi, you just have to click the preview mode on the lower part of your interface, lower right corner of your Kotobi. We have here the source mode wherein this is the place where we are editing or we can edit our contents of our work. Okay, and we also have this preview mode in order to preview one of our images, content, or any kind of things we have exported in our Kotobi. Okay. So this is your single picture, your image, and these are your galleries you have imported a while ago. By simply clicking that one, you can now preview your work. Now moving on, let us exit our preview and let us insert our audio. Okay, let us insert our audio. Let's insert a video first for our work. Okay, if you want to insert a video on the lower right corner here, you just click the video. Click on this button, the circle one, and click on add video file. Under add video file, now find your video. Okay, so my video is located here. Okay, measuring all ingredients. So that's my topic. Then click open. Okay, and after that, click create. As simple as that. Then your video is already inserted from here. Okay, again, let us repeat. Let's make our video on the lower part of our Kotobi after the gallery. So from here, on the right side, click the video you want to add. Click this button, the circle button one. Click the add video file. Okay, and choose your video. You can double click or click and then open. Double click. You can also insert or import a video URL. Okay, came from the YouTube if you want. But if you have it already in your laptop or your computer, okay, better to have it. Then create. So your video is already imported here. Again, as a partial that. Okay. Again, let us repeat once more. Okay. Click on the video. Here.
Ma'am, thank you, ma'am.
The video. Click this button, add video file. Measuring ingredients. Okay. Okay, so your video is already enough. You can as the image or gallery, okay, you can also resize your video. For example, one, let's make it more wider. I want to change the style of my video, so you just click this style. So this style, next style. Choose your own style. You want like a YouTube, like an audio video file. You want it like a YouTube, and that's it. Now after that, okay, let us try to insert audio in the content of our um, learning outcome number one, prepare bakery products. So click on the audio below. Say for example, okay, then on the right side, click the audio, then click this button, the circle button, add audio file, choose your audio. Okay, my audio is located here, measure ingredients. Okay, then click play. So your audio is now inserted, already inserted. Let's just resize this one. Okay. Now in previewing your this video and audio, we just have to go the customize button.
Sinabing matagal.
Customize button.
Kaya,
Okay.
sige. Sina, iba naman yung pumasok. Oo, ino-offer niya sa akin. Sabi ko, pautang. Iba yung number. Kaya nga.
Let's say learning outcome number one. So this is now our output for inserting pictures, galleries. We also have video, so let us play the video. Okay, so that's your video. Let us also click the audio that we have inserted. Okay, just okay. Okay, so these are just simplest and easiest way on how to insert images, gallery, video, as well as audio. Okay, now let us create the most important part in our Kotobi, which is the creating assessment for our students. Now, in creating assessment of our students, we can import a multiple choice questions, true or false questions, okay, or multiple choice with multiple answers. Okay, so let's start with creating our subchapters for module 1, and let's name this as let's name this this one. I wanted to do this. I want to delete this one. I'm going to make another subchapter, which is post assessment, for example. Okay. So in creating our post assessment, or let's say exam, or any kind or any type of test we want to import in our Kotobi, let's just click this question. But before this, okay, let us insert first our container for our direction. So for example, click this container, then click create. In your container, write your direction. So for example, direction. Select the best answer. Of the following questions. Okay, let's pull this one. Let us increase the size. Okay, now let us insert now our questions. Just click the questions, then insert your title. Say our title is for um, prepare and produce bakery products. So that's our title. If you want to create a true or false question, just click this true or false. Okay, then you may now enter your question on the box. Let's say your question is spatula is used to level off to level off ingredients, level of dry ingredients while measuring. Okay, and on the right side of your question, just click the true answer. Okay, you can also edit choices. Okay, so our correct answer is true, so let's just click true. You can also add image. You can also add answer explanation if you want to have an explanation of your answer. Add reference also if you want. Then encode your score weight. For my question number 1, my score weight is just 1 point. Now, if you want to create another question, okay, just click again this true or false to make question number 2. Okay, now let's try our second question again. For example, a liquid measuring cup. A liquid measuring cup is best to use for liquid ingredients. You can also copy paste if you have already prepared your series of questions, because it is clear and see through. Another one is also has a spout that makes pouring of liquids easy. Okay, then click the correct answer or select your correct answer. Now, let's say, for example, you have done already a series of questions. Let's say, for example, 1 to 10. Then let's go to options. And then let us organize this one Under these options, you click the numbering, input the number of questions you have. Say, for example, my total number of questions here is 10. So I'm going to input 10. But since I only made two questions, so I'm going to input this two.
Kilala.
And score is 1.
Kaya,
And the total score is
hmm,
100%. If you got the correct answer,
yun nga eh.
two questions, 2 points, a total of
Tuloy na
100%.
ah. Ano
If you
man may
have
kita ko ano eh.
only
May
a
manola
half,
mo yan.
then that
Manola.
means
Nagmamanaw.
you can also click this randomize if you want to randomize your
Niya ka.
question as well as your
Hanggang katangan niyo.
uh, choices. Let's say,
Ha?
for example, for multiple choices,
Magic apply yan.
okay,
Kita
you
ko
can
din ah.
click randomize.
Wow,
The
meron.
result of your questions or your quiz can also be sent into
Hindi.
the email of your
Dalhin mo
students.
itong sa
You
akin.
just have to input here the email address of your students and just
Ano
click
kayo? Nagpapag-exam ako?
entry. Okay?
Saan
Answer
nga? Kasama
1
kayo? Sa Tagupan?
and just click create if
Magic
you are
ako.
done.
Ako
Okay.
pa ng
So
PP.
you can see our first type of question, multiple choice. We have here number one.
Kusapon, kusapon.
Okay. However, as soon as the student they answer these questions, all of the series of questions will be random or will be randomized. Okay. So let's just try to answer the question. Let's go to our customize button to see our question. Under this one, click on chapter, look for our sub-chapters, and that is post assessment. Then let's try to answer this one. Spatula is used to level off dry ingredients while measuring. The correct answer is true, so I'm going to answer this true. A liquid measuring cup is best to use for liquid ingredients because it is clear and see-through. It also has a spout that makes pouring of liquids easy. The answer is true. Your student will submit his or her answers and the result will pop up. So the passing, your score is 100 over 100 because you got the questions correctly, which is out of 2 items. Okay, and that's it. Now let's go back to our edit. Now, if you want to have another question, which is multiple choice, again, let us click on the question here again for the second type of questions. Again, let's input our title, same as true with the first title. We have prepare and produce bakery products. Okay. Afterwards, click here on the multiple choice, single choice. Meaning, you have a question, you have multiple choices, but they only have to choose only one from the given choices, okay, for the correct answer. So, for example, our question is, which of the following flour mixture is thick enough to be rolled and knead? Okay, question mark. add your choices here. Okay, your choices is, let's say, butter. You also have cream. You also have crust. We also have dough. Okay. Then don't forget to check or select the correct answer. So which of the following flour mixture is thick enough to be rolled and knead? Is it the butter, the cream, the crust, or dough? Thick enough to be rolled and knead. So we have the dough is our correct answer. You can also have here an extra choice if you want to add. Just click this add an extra choice. Let's say for example our extra choice is let's say filling. Okay. Then click create. Okay, just as simple as that. But I want to create another question. Again, I'm going to click the multiple choice single choice. I'm going to create another question. Let's say question number 2. Okay, for my question number 2, which among the choices is a personal cleanliness practice in baking? Okay. You can also format your questions if you want. Send aligned left, center, right, justify, create your own bullet, increase its size, make it bold or italic. Um, you can also input or uh, input a color from it, just like that. Format color. You can also add a highlight color if you want. Okay. Then you can also add image if you want. Add an answer explanation. Okay, you may do so. Now let us input our choices. Sorry, our choices will be. The question is which among the choices of personal cleanliness practice in baking. So our choices will be letter A is combining. No need to write down letter A anymore because if you click the randomize of the options from your given choices, it will random all the choices. So no need to input A, B, C, or D. Okay, let's continue combining the hair in the working area. For my second choice, keeping fingernails long. My third choice, washing the hands after work. And last, we have wearing an apron during working hours. During working hours. If you want to add an extra choice, you can just click this one. Okay, so I have already two choices. Okay. For example, I have already made all those series of questions Okay, go to options to manage your questions, your assessment. Click on the numbering if you want to have a number on your questions. To list down all the numbers. Input how many questions you have. So for example, so I have here two. Click on the randomize in order to randomize all the uh, questions together with choices. How many scores? One, total scores 100. Okay, score only. You can also put score only, score and answer report if you want, or do nothing. So in my case, I will choose score only. Okay, and that's it. Click create. So this is now our multiple choice with a single answer. If you want to modify something or you want to go back and edit something, you want to format the contents of your questions, you can just click here on this edit, and that's it. Okay, format your questions, and it's up to you, whatever you want to change. Then afterwards, just click edit. And that's it. Now, I want to create another type of question wherein the students can select not just only one answer. Okay, or in one, in just one question, a student can select many choices, many correct choices. So let's go here on the questions again. Then input your title. Again, our title is prepare and produce bakery products. Okay. Under this one, please click the multiple choice question with a multiple answer and input your question here. Okay, so in my case, the question is what are, for example, the different uses of flour. Then input your choices. Okay, so we have provide structure. You can copy paste if you want. If you have prepared your questions or your choices, you can go to your save portion, okay, and save portion, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, or any platform you have saved your questions or you have prepared your questions and your choices, then you just have to copy and paste here in your Kotobi author. So provide the structure, texture, and color to bake products. Okay. Number two, provide nutritive value to bake products. Okay. Then third one, we have use as a thickening agent. And last choice, we have use as a binder food. A binder of food. Okay. Click again, multiple choice with multiple answers. If you want to add another question, and input your question here. It's saying, what basic ingredients particularly chemical leavening agent is used to leaven cakes? Okay, then input your choices. So we have baking powder. We also have yeast. Here we have shortening, sugar. I want to add an extra choice. Just click that. X, for example. Okay, and after you have input all the series of questions, okay, don't forget to select your correct answer. What are the different uses of flour? Provides structured color taste products. That's correct. Provides nutritive value to food products. That's check. Used as a thickening agent. Check. Uses as a binder of food. This is also check. So my second question, what basic ingredients, particularly
Excuse me.
chemical leavening agent, is used or are used to leaven cakes? Okay, baking powder. Okay, all of the choices here are leavening agents or can leaven your cake. But the question here is, what particularly a chemical
Particular.
leavening agent? So we are referring on chemical leavening agent. So the answer should be baking powder, and we have baking powder. Let's add another extra choice. I want to add this baking soda, since this is also one of the basic ingredients used to leaven cakes, a chemical ingredients. So our correct answer, we all have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So after you have inputted all your series of questions and your correct answer, now let's go to options. And then click on numbering, number of questions. How many number of questions we have? We only have 2. Our passing score is, so our all in all, our score is 6. So let's make it, our passing score is 3, 50%. Click this randomize if you want to random all the series of questions. Then 3. And that's it. This is now our multiple choice with multiple answers. Now let us try to answer the questions here in our customize button. What will happen? You go to customize. You look at the chapter. You have input. Okay. Click this button or button. We have cost investment. Let's go to the multiple choice with this, multiple answers. Let's try to answer. What are the different uses of flour? Is it provides structure, texture, and color to bake products? Yes. Provides nutritive value to bake products? True. Used as a thickening agent? Yes. Used as a binder food? Yes. What basic ingredients, particularly chemical leavening agent, are used to leaven cakes? Is it baking Baking powder is yes. Yes, no. Shortening, no. It's not a chemical. Leavening agent, sugar, no. Eggs, no. Baking soda, yes. Then submit your answer. So your answer, you got two questions out of two correctly. Okay, so your score is 100 over 100. Then click OK. Okay, now let's go to edit again. Now let's say for example, you want, or let's say for example, a student cannot understand the paragraph or the meaning of a certain word. Okay, a student cannot understand the meaning of a certain word. Therefore, the the all the contents of your work cannot be understood by the student. So how can he or she answer those series of questions you've made if a student cannot understand the lesson very well? So let's go back here in learning outcome number one. Say for example, prepare bakery products. Okay, prepare bakery products. Now, here in prepare bakery products, let's say for example, this one is, let's make it pastry. Pastry, say for example. Okay, that is pastry. So under here, you just have to select the word and click here on the link. Okay, under the link dialog box. Let's say, for example, we want a certain definition that will pop up. Let's say a certain message that will pop up when the student click on a certain word. Okay, so let's just click this pop-up message, and under on the message box, now please input your definition of the word. Say for example, pastry. Pastry is a part of bread, and pastry pastry is part of preparing. Say for example, bakery products which requires the technique requires a technique for cutting in using two knives or pastry blender. Okay, then just click create, and that's it. Let's view on our customize button. Go to our customize button, go to your chapter that is prepare for the bakery products, prepare bakery products. So as the student click pastry, the pop-up message of the definition of pastry will appear. So pastry is a part of preparing bakery products which requires a technique of cutting in using two knives, or we have the pastry blender, and that's it. Okay, all in all, we have imported image. You can import gallery. You can import link. Anchor. What is this anchor? let's say, for example, you want to have a highlight where the student wants to focus on a certain lesson. You can just click this anchor. Okay, let's say, for example, okay, let's select this one, click the anchor, prepare and pastry products, create a new link chapter to this anchor. You can also click this one, okay, then click OK. Anchor icon will appear, and that is learning outcome number one under prepare and pastry product. It's just like a hyperlink or placing an anchor as a target for those links that you have created. And that's it. Image, gallery, link, anchor, questions, video, audio. You can also sync your audio, container, widgets. Now, when it comes to widgets, you can click this widgets on this part, add widget file. However, if you are not registered on the Kotobi authors online, you cannot use this widgets. You can only access through this kind of, let's say, for example, we're in here in this widgets, you can create your own activity, not only just for multiple choice, not only just for true or false, or multiple choice with multiple answers. You can access many kinds of type of exams, tests, or any kind of activity which is online if you are registered. But if not, you can only just create your own electronic publication file wherein those students can access on your created ebook file by clicking those kinds of file using their Kotobi readers. Okay, so aside from this Kotobi author, wherein we can edit the different files or where we can make the content of our modules, our assessments of our students. There is also a Kotobi reader wherein using this Kotobi reader, which can be used by the students, they can preview your given e-publication file by just clicking on the preview button of their application. Their application, and that is Kotobi Reader. So we have Kotobi Author, okay, for creation of your ebook file, and we also have the Kotobi Reader for reading your files. Now, let's say for example, you have created this one and give it to your students. Your student cannot preview or cannot view your created file if they have no installed application on their cell phone. So by installing or by downloading the application of Kotobi Reader came from their, let's say, Google Play Store, they have to install it first so that they can view your created files. And they because Kotobi Author is only for constructing or creating and editing of your modules, of your publications, I should say. Okay, so that's it. We can preview all the contents from here, but I also have saved an example of my work. So let's just save this one. How are we going to save this one? You can just save here. We have here new. We have open. If you want to open the file, we also have save. We also have we also we have here save. We have here save as. We can also import PDF or any kind of, aside from image, gallery, link, questions, we can also import documents as well as importing PDF. Okay, import another zip application file, but as long as you import zip application file, okay, there were there are times that your unsaved documents will lost in, import documents also. So let us, since this is just first time to create our module and first time to save, let us click this save as. So create your file name. For example, my file name is sample Kotobi EPUB or electronic publication file. I want to save this on my desktop. Click save. Okay. Let's just wait. And after this one, okay, since this is successfully, after this one, let's close this, or let us open my sample creation of my module. Let's open file. Discussion. Let's just wait. Okay, now this is my example of Kotobi e-publication file. It's just the same. Okay, I have here my cover image. I also have here the title of my book. Okay, I forgot a while ago to input my title. We have here chapters. I have table of contents, introduction, my first module, prepare and produce cookery products. I also have here learning outcome number one, prepare bakery products, decorate, and store. And then lastly, I have the post assessment. So let us customize our work. So this is my prepared, prepared interactive ebook. So I have here my table of contents. On the next page, now if you want to view, okay, rather than full view, such as a desktop screen, you can change your format here. Let's say, for example, the cell phone of your student is Galaxy S5. Okay, since you have choose the flowable layout, okay, uh, some of the words or sentences may or might adjust rather than being fixed. So we can also view if the cell phone of your student or your cell phone is iPhone 6. Let's see, iPhone 6, Nokia 8, and etc. We have Huawei, Google Pixel, HTC One. Okay, let's go back to full view in order to view all those information we have created. So we have the overview. So this is my lesson one. I have included expected outcomes of my three learning outcomes. And that's my content of prepare and produce bakery products. Particularly, my lesson is focusing on the techniques in measuring and weighing ingredients used in baking. On the next page, I have my learning outcome number one. Okay, I have here my competencies or lesson objectives and the content of my lesson, proper measuring of ingredients. I also input galleries or multiple images. I also input videos and audio. Okay, on the next page, okay, let's skip from learning outcome number 2 and learning outcome number 3, because I didn't created both of the second and the third one.
Did not create.
So here now, at the last part of my Kotobi table of contents, I made a direction for my questions, of course, by inserting a, what do you call this one? Container. Okay, here is my title of my topic for my quiz. I randomize all the series of questions here. Just have to only to answer by the students. Okay, true or false for 10 questions. I also have prepared a multiple choice with a single answer. This is also consists of 10 items. And lastly, I made a multiple choice with the multiple answers with only 5 questions, but I made a multiple answers higher than 5 items. Just the student have to submit their answers, and they can view their answers automatically, or if you have directed into their emails, okay, uh, the result of their quiz or their test would go directly into their emails, and that's it. So that's all. Thank you for listening. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial, and you have enjoyed also my lesson. So thank you very much for listening and participating. Have a nice day.
Okay, so thank you very much for listening to our presentation for Kotobi author. Now, we are going to proceed to our Kotobi reader. But before that, I think we have the an activity, just an icebreaker before we are going to start with the Kotobi reader. Okay, so Ma'am Hasmin.
So, hello. So, thank you for that, Sir Willie. So, sino na pong magbibigay ng ating icebreaker? Ma'am Mitch?
Ako na lang po. So, good morning po sa ating lahat. Ay, nabuhay pa po ba tayo? Okay, nakikinig pa po ba tayo kay Sir? Marami po ba tayong natutunan? Mga ma'am and sir?
Oo naman, ma'am.
Yes po, ma'am.
Po, silence.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, siguro.
Baka pwede naman buksan ninyo yung camera niyo, ma'am.
Yes po.
Yes, ma'am.
So, I will present something, siguro icebreaker lang, short icebreaker lang, para lang, magising-gising yung ating mga dugo. Okay, so let me present my screen. Okay. So, mga ma'am and sir, familiar po ba tayo sa rebus puzzle? Okay. So, if we're not familiar, pakita ko lang yung example. So, I hope Okay. Nakikita niyo na po ba yung screen ko po? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, ano po yung nakikita niyong word sa aking screen?
Give, get.
Give,
So, um,
get.
may naiisip po ba kayo na sagot dito?
Forgive and forget.
Sino pong sumagot nun, ma'am?
To give is forget. Forgive and forget.
Okay,
Forgive and
so
forget.
tama po yun. Forgive and forget. Okay, so nag-gets niyo na po ba kung ano yung rebus puzzle?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ano para
ma'am.
makita ko yung rebus puzzle? Okay, so
Malasa.
next, how about this one?
Nobody is
Nobody
under the law.
under
Nobody is above.
Is above the
Nobody
law.
is above the law. Nobody is
Nobody
above
is
the law.
above the law. Sinong sumagot po nun? Si Ma'am Katrina or si Sir Edward? Hindi ako sure. Okay, so tamang sagot po ay nobody is above the law. Correct po yun. How about this one? We can utilize the chat box po. Kung gusto po natin sumagot. Ano po, sir?
Split personality.
Split personality
Split
is
personality.
correct. Okay po. Tama po yun. Next is, how about this one? Sorry, medyo blurred. Kakadownload ko lang kasi.
Broken promise.
Okay,
Promise
broken.
Promise are made
Promise
to be
me.
broken.
We work.
Okay. So, broken promise po. Pwede rin po yun. May mga hugot po ba tayo doon? So, short lang po yun, no? Okay, tingnan natin dito sa about this one. Okay, nakikita. Nag-load po kasi siya. Ayan, how about this one po?
Top secret.
Top secret, correct. How about this one po?
3D movies.
Movies. Tama din po yun.
Oh my gosh.
How about this one po? Nakakarami na si ma'am.
Ito split personality siguro.
Okay, tama po. Split personality. Mukhang gamay na ni ma'am to ah. How about this one?
Over my dead body.
Over my dead
Dead
body.
body.
Correct. Tama po yun. Ito kaya.
Raining cats and dogs.
Raining cats and dogs. Pero
Ay,
makanya siya.
galing.
Okay. Ito naman po.
See for yourself.
See for
See for
yourself.
yourself. Oo, correct. Kasi apat yung yourself. No? How about this one? So, I think,
Middle
applicable natin.
aged.
Middle age. Okay. Ito kaya.
Middle age.
Coffee break.
Coffee break. Tama po. Ito, kailangan na sabihin to pag nagkakamali tayo.
I understand.
Understand? Or, may ibang sagot pa po? Ito ay, I stand to be corrected. Ewan kung bakit I stand to be corrected.
Ay,
Oo nga.
How about this one?
Eyeshadow.
eyeshadow.
Shadow, correct. How about this one po?
Crossbreed.
Crossbreed.
Crossroads.
Crossroad.
Brainy
Okay,
banana.
so yun lang po yung aking na-prepare. I think ready na po yung aking mga ka-group mates, Sir Willie, to present the Kotobi reader. Sir Willie.
Okay, ma'am. So thank you very much for the wonderful activity that you have presented. Now, moving on, we are going to present today, okay, what about the Kotobi reader? Okay, so Ma'am Mitch, kindly for the presentation, stop presenting po. Okay, thank you very much, Ma'am Michelle. So today we are going to discuss what is all about this Kotobi reader. Now that we have already done in creating our e-publication file, now we have this Kotobi reader, which is loading. Okay, so a Kotobi reader is another application where we can open and view and read our created e-publication file from the Kotobi author. Okay, so you just have to open your Kotobi reader from your PC, laptop, or cell phone. So I am using the laptop. Then I have already opened this Kotobi reader. So ito po yung itsura ng ating Kotobi reader. Then ito naman po ang itsura ng ating Kotobi author. So magkaiba po sila. So in our Kotobi reader, okay, I have already here the recently viewed file. But on how we are going to view from the start, okay, we just have to go on the file. Exit na kaagad. Okay, since ayaw po ng file, dito po tayo sa open e-publication file. Then after that, okay, it's loading. Afterwards, a dialog window will appear. Then we just have to find where our file is located. From, okay, andito po siya, may documents. Then we have new files here in Kotobi. Then we have this bread and pastry production K publication or KPub 2. Okay, then open, or let's say this one, my output. Okay, this one, bread and pastry production, kasi yan po yung created po natin. Then click open. Then afterwards, we just have to wait, okay, as our file is opening. Then this is it. This is now our Kotobi reader where we can view all our contents that we have prepared a while ago. So this Kotobi reader can be used offline also by the students. We have the Kotobi application reader where we can install into our cell phone. Okay, just have to download it from your Google Application Store. Nandoon po yung ating Kotobi reader. So this is our table of contents. Module 1 already. So this is our table of contents. This is my introduction, my modules from lesson 1 up to lesson 2. The advantage of using this Kotobi reader is that even without internet, okay, our students can use, can view, can play videos that we have inserted, as well as those audio files that we have imported a while ago. Okay, then here is our post assessment. Okay, then afterwards, exit na po tayo. In our Kotobi reader also, we can also download different files from the internet. Let's say, for example, if we want to download any prepared modules assessments or any kind of topic or modules that you want to download from the internet, meron po doon sa Kotobi Reader. So that's it. Thank you very much for listening. And our next um, speaker will be proceed. Thank you very much. Ma'am Rizaline, back to you.
Po. Today, we are pleased to welcome our next resource speaker, Ma'am Michelle N. Villanueva. Ma'am Villanueva is currently teaching in Bunuan Bukid National High School at San Gabriel Street, Bunuan Bukid, Dagupan City. She's expert in lesson planning and delivery to consistently motivate and inspire students to achieve positive outcomes. With that, may I request everyone, lean your ears to Ma'am Michelle and Villanueva.
Thank you, Ma'am Rizalin. Nakaka-overwhelm naman yung introduction ninyo. Okay po, so nagbabalik po ako muli. For our topic, it's all about book widget. So, I think familiar na po tayong lahat sa book widget sa mga naka-attend ng Kotobi webinar. So, itong ating book widget ay mas palalawakin pa natin para mas alam natin siyang gamitin, mas alam po natin siyang ituro sa mga bata. So, what is book widget? Okay, so you can browse kung meron po kayong internet, punta po kayo sa bookwidgets.com. BookWidget is an easy-to-use platform for creating interactive exercises like exit slips, games, timelines, photo and video-based activities, and more. It can integrate with the other programs like Kotobi. So, i-integrate po natin siya mamaya, as well as Google Classroom, Moodle, and Canva. So, pwede po natin gamitin itong book widgets sa mga nabanggit kong application. So, a diverse library of widgets can be used to support all subject areas, and this is a free trial po. 30 days po siya. Okay? So, to create an account using your email, dito po tayo pupunta sa bookwidgets.com. So, I hope nakikita nyo na po yung aking screen. So, sign in po tayo using our Google account. Okay. So, since 30 days trial lang po siya, nag-expire na po yung aking original na account, which is yung ginagamit ko po sa ating Google Classroom. So, I decided na gamitin naman po yung ibang account ko, which is sa DepEd. Okay, so i-click lang po natin yung I agree with the terms of use, send me tips, tricks, and updates about book widgets, and I am not a robot. So, register account and sign in. Okay, so, ang importante po dito ay dapat po talaga may internet connection po tayo sa paggagawa ng mga book widgets. So, click Let's Get Started. So, select your role if you're elementary school teacher, middle, or high school teacher. So, most of us ay middle or high school teacher po ang ating description. So, i-click na lang po natin tong I want to create widgets for sharing online. Okay, so ito yung madalas kong ginagamit. So, let's create a widget. As you can see, hindi ko po ito kiniklik. So, siya po yung mag-guide sa inyo kung paano po tayo mag-uumpisa sa paggawa ng widgets. Okay, so next is create new widget. So, example is quiz. Okay, so add question. Text multiple choice question. Siya na po yung nag-encode kasi nililid muna tayo kung paano siya gawin. Preview. Okay, so first widget done. Told you it would be easy and quick. Okay, so example, yan na po yung student view. Click natin itong tamang sagot and then let's proceed. Then submit. Okay, for example, yung pangalan ko and send. Close natin. Show me the student work view. makikita po natin kung yung sinagot niya or nila ng mga estudyante natin is nandito. Makikita din po natin yung struggling student po natin. Okay? So, alam po natin ngayon kung ano yung hindi masyadong naintindihan ng estudyante natin para tayo ay umulit. Okay? Or i-explain uli natin sa ating estudyante kung ano yung hindi nila masyadong naintindihan. Okay? So, let's create our own book widgets. Okay? So, punta tayo ngayon dito sa may widget. Click Create New Widget at ipapakita niyo po yung mga different test review, games, picture and videos. Kung math major po tayo, matutulungan din po tayo ng book widget, embed third party, miscellaneous, and so on and so forth. So, favorite ko dito kasi mga ma'am and sir ay ang tinatawag po nating pair matching. So, isa siya sa favorite ko. Okay, so, papakita ko lang kung paano siya gawin. So, again, habang naglo-load po siya, pumunta tayo sa widgets. I-click po natin kung ano yung gusto natin gawin na widgets. In my case, I click pair matching. Okay. So, dito po sa ating title, it's not necessarily na title po ang ilalagay po natin diyan. So, ang ilalagay po natin diyan ay yung tinatawag natin direction. Okay? Direction po dapat ang ating ilalagay. So, makikita niyo po mamaya kung bakit direction po ang ating ilalagay. Direction. Since it's pair matching, match the picture that corresponds to the word of their correct. Correct. Of their correct meaning. Okay. So, example po, ganyan yung direction po natin. Ano po? Next. Ito pong reward word, if we want to change it, for example, congratulations. Level 1 complete. Okay, so, pwede po tayo maglagay ng audio. Okay? So, kung choose file, ibig sabihin, nakapag-download na po tayo ng ating online voice recorder. Okay? Kapag record naman po, pwedeng on the spot po tayong gumawa ng ating i-record. So, bawa yan. Alisin ko muna, then gagawa tayo ng sarili natin na audio. So, gagayahin ko na lang po yung nilagay ko doon. Congratulations! Level 1 complete. So, practice muna tayo doon, no? Then, click. Congratulations! Level 1 complete. So, processing po yung ating video at ang gagawin lang po natin ay click the word accept. Okay, so nandyan na po yan. Makikita nyo po mamaya kung paano po siya mag-play. So, we're done in general. Let's proceed to the pair. So, add card pair. So, ang ating gagawin ay ito na lang, image and text. So, text for the first card. Ito naman po is ilalagay yung picture na gusto po natin na pang pair. So, choose image or kung may internet, pwede rin image online. So, in my case, meron na ako dito. By the way, gagamit tayo ng cookery tools, pictures, or images. For example, aluminum. Okay. So, click natin dyan. Yes. Aluminum. Next, add another card pair. So, Pwede po ulit tayong mamili kung image to text, or text to text po siya. So in my case, gaya pa rin ng kanina. Okay. So choose image ulit. So for example, this one. Wait lang po natin siyang mag-load para makapag-enter po tayo ng text. So, I hope nasusundan po natin. So again, paano po siya gawin? I-click po natin yung pairs, and then select po natin yung mga image na ilalagay po natin. For example, double boil. Okay. So, pang ilan na po ba natin to? Pangatlo na po. Okay, so select image ulit. Gagawa tayo ng siguro at least 5. Pwede na siguro yon, para makita lang po natin. But in your case, pwede po kayong gumawa ng 10, 15, or 20. Last po. So, dapat po talaga is, kapag gagawa nito, malakas po yung ating internet connection. Kasi po, pag medyo mapuputol-putol po siya, mahirap po para sa atin na gumawa ng mga widgets. But, later on, makikita po natin na pwede po pala siyang gamitin offline. Okay. So, we're done. 5 na po yung nagawa natin. Dito nyo po siya ma-check. Next is reporting. So, pwede naman din ito. Pwedeng maximum score. Kayong bahala dyan kung nalagay nyo. Localization naman po. So, English ang gamit natin. Design. Okay. So, dapat may cover po yung ating image. Okay, yung ating book widget. Mag-select na lang po tayo ng cover po niya. So, in my case, siguro hanap na lang ako ng ito, sa Bitmoji ko na lang po. Okay, so uploading na po siya. So, ito, later na lang po ito. Okay, so, nandyan na po tayo. Tingnan po natin kung ano po yung ginawa po natin na pair matching. So, let's click review. Ito po ay, ang kalalabasan po nito ay dun sa mga estudyante po natin. Okay, so for example, this one, click natin tong picture. Then since alam naman natin yung sagot, okay, dire-diretsuhin ko ng pagsasagot. Okay, so double boiler, click. Congratulations, level 1 complete. Okay, so nakita po natin na nag-appear po yung word na congratulations, level 1 complete, kung saan natin na-edit kanina. Pwede po natin siyang i-edit as Tagalog, kung gusto po natin, or mother tongue sa mga elementary teacher. And then, pwede pong palitan din po yung naka-record. So, I hope nasundan po natin. I-X na po natin ito, and then, next. Okay. Click the word share. Kung gusto na po natin siyang isend through messenger, ayan po. Okay, so lalabas po itong link na ito. But for those meron na pong account ng book widget, just send to them the code. Nasaan po yung code, ma'am? Nandito po. Okay, para din po siyang Google Classroom. Once that they enter the code in their book widgets account, is automatic na ide-derive po siya dito sa activity na ito. Okay? Next. Later on po, i-share ko din po kung paano siya i-assign or ilagay sa Google Classroom. So, as for the moment, i-download po natin siya. Okay. Since ang problema lang po dito is DepEd account po yung gamit ko. So, we cannot easily access for this. But if you're using an ordinary Gmail po, mada-download po natin siya. Okay po. Ang lalabas po niyan ay naka-zip file. Okay? So kanina po, medyo inasahan ko na ng ganito. Nag-download na po ako ng aking book widget. So ganito po siya. Ganito po itsura niya. Okay po. So since natapos po tayo sa paggagawa ng book widget. So sample lang po yan ha. Marami pa po tayong pwedeng gawin na widgets na hindi na po tayo ganun mahihirapan, especially in motivating our student. Very helpful po si widget kasi talagang interactive po siya. Okay, so let's go to Kotobi. Kanina, napahapyawan na ni Sir Willie kung paano po gumamit ng widget sa or mag-insert ng widget sa Kotobi Author. So, for example, this one, magde-derive na po ako sa mismong widget po. Click nyo po itong center para dito po magpupunta yung ang ating book widget po. Importante daw po ito according to Sir Mark C. Okay, dun sa ating webinar. So, click widget. Pop-up widget po dapat ang ating pipiliin. Then click add widget file. So, pupunta po siya ngayon sa downloads. Okay, ito po yung ginawa nating widget or ginawa kong widget. And then, click open. Okay, so far sa pagkakalam ko, wala na po tayong babaguhin dyan. Just click the word create. So again, paano ko po siya ginawa? Okay, dito po sa ating sa blank page na ito, just click again the widget and then click pop-up widget, add widget file, and then yung dinownload nyo po na book widget ay i-click po ninyo. Okay, then click open and click the word create. So I hope nasundan po natin. Next, paano natin siya malalaman kung okay na siya? Okay, so click the word customize. So kanina, sabi ni Sir, pwede tayong mamili ng mga devices kung saan gusto nating makita yung ating ebook. Okay, so example, desktop screen tayo. So ganito po yung kalalabasan niya. Okay. So, nung clinic ko siya, lalabas na po yung ginawa kong book widget. So, ayan po. Pwede na po silang magsagot. So, this is automatically po na madali lang po siyang sagutan kapag nasa book widget na po. At yes po, hindi po kailangan ng internet connection because we already downloaded it. Ito po ay naka-offline na po. Okay, so parang yung kanina, kung paano ko siya pinakita na sagutan, yun at yun din po yung lalabas. So, di ko na po siya sasagutan. Okay po. So far may katanungan po ba tayo? Okay, so kung wala pong katanungan, itutuloy ko na po yung aking pag-extension sa widget na ito. Next, search nyo po sa inyong Chrome or Chrome Web Store ang Book Widgets Google Classroom Integration. So, since andito na po ako, add to Chrome ko na po siya. Okay. We need to add extension or i-add siya sa extension para po lalabas po siya sa ating mismong Google Classroom. Okay po, so tapos na po siya. As you can see, nakita na po siya dito sa may gilid, yung logo ni Book Widget. Okay? So proceed po tayo sa ating Google Classroom. Yan po. So example, dito po sa aking klase last year sa 9ICT, mag-a-attach po ako dito ng book widget. Okay, so just click the word create. So since nakita po natin, wala pa po si book widget, i-refresh lang po natin siya. Kasi dapat po mag-a-appear po doon si book widget na logo. Okay. Napansin nyo na po ba na may nakadagdag na pong book widgets dyan? So click lang po natin si book widgets. Okay, loading po. Okay. So ito pong mga nakikita niyo po dito mga sir and ma'am, ito po yung mga ginawa kong book widget sa aking original account, which is kung anong ginagamit po natin sa ating Google Classroom ay ito po yung lalabas. So kung hindi mo pa ginagamit ang yung Gmail account or your book widget is wala pong lilitaw dyan. So since ako, ginamit ko na yung account na yan, ito po yung mga lumabas. Unfortunately, this account is already expired. So try lang po natin siyang i-insert. Okay. So, select course. Okay, then instruction. So, kayo na po nagbahala dyan. Bawang due date is bukas. So, direction na po. Please answer. Also, please click the link below to answer the book widget activity. Okay po. So, send nyo na po sa inyong Google Classroom. Pwede din po ba siya, ma'am, na isend sa ibang klase since hindi lang po isang akin klase na sa Google Classroom? Pwede po. Okay, halimbawa, this one. Okay, so, pwede ko siya isi-send kasi ano yan, sa school po namin yan. So, dalawa po yung pwedeng pagsenan or more. Okay, so hindi na po tayo mahirapan na isa-isahin po siya. Next is, click send to Google Classroom. Okay. So, since clinic po natin yan, i-X na po natin to. Magno-notify na po sa mga Gmail na mga estudyante po natin na meron pong idinagdag na activity si ma'am or si sir using the book widget. Okay? So, we can also answer book widget in simple messenger. Sa messenger lang po nila. Pwedeng-pwede na po nilang sagutan po yun. And then, another thing is, yun nga lang po, kapag dito sa Google Classroom or sa Messenger, kailangan po is naka-online po sila sa pagkakaalam ko. Okay po? So, may katanungan pa po ba regarding sa book widget? Hello?
Wala po, ma'am.
Okay po.
Wala na po, ma'am.
So, naintindihan po ba or mayroon po ba ako nalagpasan or masyado pong mabilis yung pagkaka-explain ko? Okay, so I think silence means yes. Okay naman po siguro. So, Ma'am Jasmine, meron pa po ba tayong idadagdag?
Salamat, Ma'am Michelle.
Ma'am, bali ang gagawin ko po ay isipon ko po sa ating GC sa seminar in PNP yung ating ginawang book widgets and I will let our classmates na i-answer po yon para makita po nila kung paano po siya gawin or sagutan. And then, kindly provide a screenshot po. I-screenshot nyo na lang po kung nasagutan nyo na po siya. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Ma'am Mitch. So, dito na po tayo sa part kung saan magkakaroon po tayo ng open forum. Yung may mga tanong po, clarifications, ito na po yung time na pwede kayong magtanong. Okay, so to facilitate the questions and clarifications, let's give the floor now to Ms. Janeline Y. Balyanca. Siya din po ang nag-format ng ating mga certificates for this morning. Teacher 1 from Don Robert B. Estrella Senior National High School. Ma'am Jen?
Good afternoon po. Thank you po, Ma'am Jasmine. Okay. Okay, good afternoon po. Meron po ba pong mga katanungan po?
Pa-open po ng cam, ma'am.
Saglit. Okay na po ba, Ma'am Catherine Elmido? Meron po bang mga katanungan po? Based po doon sa present ng mga grupo ko po. Anyone po? Yung present po ni Sir Willie po muna po, meron po ba? Siguro po mga gutom na po yung mga participants po natin. So, pack up na po ba mga ma'am, sir? Wala na po sumasagot eh.
Any question po? Baka andyan pa po ba kayo sa inyong mga bahay or left out po ba yung mga laptop po ninyo?
Mga nagluluto na po ata o kumakain na siguro.
Left the laptop.
Wala na po ba mga ma'am, sir? Ma'am Jasmine?
Or baka meron po
Kayo na
kayong
po.
o baka meron po kayong additional
Yes, Sir Jerry
dito po sa
po.
aming topics ngayong umaga. Sir Jerry.
Okay, ma'am, siguro continue na po tayo.
Okay. So,
Proceed na po.
okay, so continue na po tayo sa ating program. So special mention ko din po pala yung evaluation in charge natin, si Ma'am Sherlyn Pitinaco. Siya po ay teacher sa Cabala Union at San Gregorio National High School. Siya po ang in charge sa ating evaluation. So yung evaluation po ay isi-send namin mamaya, I think. Nasa na? Ma'am Jen, yung ano natin, evaluation natin. And, sir, nasa na si sir? Magka-closing remarks na po kami.
Kumakain na rin ata si Sir.
Sir. So, nasa screen po natin yung evaluation link na atin pong gagamitin para sa webinar na ito. And bago po kayo sumagot dyan to formally close today's webinar, sir, magko-close na kami. Nasa na siya? Nawawala si sir. Sir. Yuhu!
Kumakain na din ata si sir.
Dito pa naman din siya. Pero nagla-lunch na yata. Mag-closing na ba tayo? Ready na si Sir Robert?
Yes, ma'am. Yes po.
Siguro po ma'am, bago po tayo mag-closing is patingin po muna yung mga mukha nila kung nandyan pa po ba sila. At glance. Ayan, si Ma'am
Nga
Julie.
po, pa-open po tayo ng ating mga camera.
Yan. Okay na po ma'am. Okay na siguro ma'am, we can proceed.
si sir.
Oo nga. Okay, so to formally close today's webinar session, let us hear it from Sir Robert C. Reyes, Teacher 2 at Pangasinan National High School. Sir Robert, ikaw naman.
Thank you, Ma'am Yasmin. Our dear professor, resource persons, facilitators, and participants of this webinar, good day again to all of us. And let me greet all of us with a heartfelt congratulations for the success of this webinar with the title, The New Normal in Education, Interactive Ebook Creation and Digital Publishing, using Kotobi Author, Kotobi Reader, and the integration of book widgets. Congratulations! Indeed, we can confidently say that in one way or another, we educators are greatly helped as we prepare ourselves for the new normal in education. Thanks to the wonderful people who go the extra mile to make this truly possible. Of course, we have our very diligent and supportive professor who, during the past days of our online class, has shown concern and sincerity for our academic and professional growth as educators undergoing further studies. Thank you, Dr. Rosalino Agpalo, for all your support. Thank you, sir. We also thank our resource persons for sacrificing their time and selflessly sharing their expertise. They have made this webinar a truly substantial one. A big thanks din po, of course, to our facilitators. Thank you so much for saying yes to the task at hand. Of course, to all of us participants, we also deserve to be acknowledged as well as congratulated for our virtual presence, cooperation, interaction, and eagerness. To this short words of gratitude and closing remarks, let me quote the ancient but great Greek philosopher Epictetus. He said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we're going to respond to them." With that, congratulations once again and still stay safe, healthy, and improving day by day. Thank you so much and God bless us all.
Thank you so much, Sir Robert.
Ma'am, thank you po.
At sa napakaganda mong closing remarks. Nasaan na si Sir? Sir?
Sir, nasaan na po kayo? Nakamute po kayo, sir.
Oo nga.
No longer accepting responses po yung ating exam. Mag-June na pero naka-close. Nag-post na si sir pero no longer accepting response.
Mamayang hapon siguro.
Mag-June kasi
Pasok
siya ng
tayo.
4 o'clock eh.
4 p.m. Oo. So, dear participants, hintayin lang po natin saglit si Sir.
Nasaan na po ba?
Kung meron pa siyang ano,
Wala naman ata si
additional...
sir.
Wala naman. Ay, nasa na siya?
Wala siya dito.
Wala kayo ta, tinanggal nyo. Ay, wala na siya.
Wala nga.
Meron siya kanina ngayon, nawala na.
Wala na.
Nag-left na po ata.
Mag-share na lang tayo ng sagot natin dito sa exam.
Thank you, Sir
Stop muna
Jerry.
yun, sir.
Salamat
Thank
po.
you, Sir Jerry.
Yes po. Sa akin po mga kagrupo sa Group 3, maraming salamat po sa inyong kooperasyon. Sir Willie at saka si Ma'am Mitch. Thank you so
Thank
much
you
po.
very much. Congratulations po. Group
Congratulations
3
po, Ma'am Pearlie,
Education.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
At sa mga nakikinig po, thank you very much din po sa lahat.
Sir Frederick, salamat po.
lahat.
Si Ma'am
Welcome.
Daisy, si Ma'am Ann. Yes po.